beef. Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize, right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart, okay? It's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam, okay? I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask. He interviewed Tommy.
In all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face. I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume, Drunk. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh, God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melon.
Oh, there you go.
But, like, it just...
Uh-oh. Hard at work. This is hard at work.
You messed up now.
Where's your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chasing off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh, wow.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get
end
ready.
The night.
Get ready for the
live now. While I'm trying to get my job.
There's a reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you were about to get canceled. You already know.
Mom!
Yes, honey?
You happened again!
Did you have your mask on?
I always have my mask on.
Oh, I'm not on.
I already told you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
this.
You don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
I know you're stocking shelves. Oh wow, you're
smoke. You do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting at work. And she's stalking.
Do I text you at work? Damn right, because this is my job.
No,
I'm doing my job while we're talking. So
you know what
multitasking.
You know what the reality is? She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Guest Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God! All right. Restart the stream. Restart. Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Jeremy, I just reached 5K.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
It really doesn't matter.
While you're here, if you'd like to consider memberships, it's only 99 cents.
Rip away, my friend. Rip away.
Because, man.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Hey everyone, Max here. Yes, there is, unfortunately, for this one,
breaking news.
My heart goes out to all you DC fans, regardless if you're for Snyderverse or not. Some Snyderverse fans might actually be happy about this. I'm not. Yes, I will support release the Batgirl movie. Honestly, we've never gotten a live action Batgirl movie that I could think of focused on her. She's been in other movies. Oh, hey, Caden. Hey, Caden. RJ's here.
I don't think this is true. I think it's
we have another source too. There's lots of people reporting it.
It's just the New York Post though, and they're not exactly reliable.
Well, there's something
I just can't dude, they've already
look
invested
at that logo.
Thank you.
Woo! That's fire. I need a new logo like that. God damn.
You should.
Maybe I should just do movie madness. I like the entertainment. I bring the entertainment though, but man, that would look good on a shirt. Woo! It's not 3 streams in one day. I did 2 well, I am doing a stream later. I didn't know how long I wanted to go to. I don't really catch the news when it's fresh. And the Movie Madness group chat, I think Anthony was posting it in there. But there is also, let's dissect this together. Let's read the article. I do think there's some craziness going on at WB, though. I do think that the reason here's my initial thoughts before we go into it, RJ, is if Sil was reporting that they already did, but I didn't look into it too much yet, but they potentially could have done some additional photography or stuff for the Flash. Or no. I'm sorry, I'm getting things mixed up. Aquaman now has Batfleck. That's a separate thing. Flash.
I honestly
now here's my initial. Well, let me give my initial thoughts, because if I don't say it, I'll forget. So if that's true, there's multiple reasons. One is that it changed the movies coming out before the Flash, but potentially there's could else be something in Batgirl that happens that affects the overall universe too. That they might not.
No, it really just sets a Batgirl.
Well, we don't know
character Michael Keaton.
Yeah, but we don't know everything though.
The only thing I can think of as to why they would shelve it is if they're getting ready to shelve the Flash. That's the only thing that could happen.
I think they might try to. If anything, I don't think they'll shelve it. I think they might make adjustments to the Flash.
That'd be a lot of significant adjustments. Then that's a lot you have to do for that movie. Then I think they might just shelve it. If they're going to shelve Batgirl, I think you shelve Flash. That's more of a dangerous movie right now than anything else.
Honestly, where my speculating mind is that potentially. And this might have nothing to do with the Snyderverse or whatever. Michael Keaton might just be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. After.
But he just did an interview in Variety, though, talking about the movie.
About continuing, though. Like, they might have wanted him to continue. And honestly, it might be down to, I really think, potentially, and this is just my opinion, he's also an older gentleman. He's very sought after right now. So is Ben Affleck. But if you know that he's not going to want to do multiple projects down the line, and then Affleck is changing his mind. It does make sense.
I don't think so.
I mean, this is all opinion, RJ, but in this scenario, we're like, okay, so the Flash happens. It gets delayed. It's a long time. It's going to be a long time before the Flash comes out, and then Batgirl, and then after that, you're going to want to potentially use Keaton more often. I don't think my opinion is that he might, because he's also busy, he's older, he's going to be more picky about his projects than Ben Affleck will. And I know you're going to say, oh, there's all that baggage with Ben Affleck. But
no, I mean, I could see Ben Affleck coming back for like cameos and stuff. I don't think that's impossible. It's just that.
Well, for whatever they want to do.
Well, that's the thing too. Caden's right. When he initially signed the contract was for multiple movies because they knew that they were going to use him multiple times.
Yes.
So he knew when he signed up what he was getting into.
Right. But the Flash is one appearance, Batgirl's another appearance, and then
Plus, how could it be a disaster? Because again, like.
Well, I didn't even read the article yet. I didn't even read.
Okay, well, the editor in chief of Discussing Film is saying this is not true.
Okay, so there's also a Grace Randolph angle to this.
Grace just tweeted. She said, "I heard." Yeah.
Well, oh my God, you're like Anthony.
Well, I'm letting you know.
Before I could get it, I said I'm aware. That's what I was going to bring up. Hold on a second. Woo! All right, so let's bring this up here. Okay, let me get this off. Hold on a second. Very professional here. I went live in a moment's notice. Tweet. Well, I also want to. Okay, I also want to hear. Well, you could get the other tweet ready then. I'm sorry, RJ, but I was going to read this too. I hear there's probably some. Okay, I hear there is probably some major insanity coming on Thursday with the Warner Brothers Discovery quarterly report regarding their streaming plans, like WTF levels, working to get further confirmation.
Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
All right.
So here's the first part. I hear this is not true. As someone who has said in the past the movie should be scrapped, I hear it's extremely difficult to get out of the contracts, etc., which is why stuff like the New Mutants got released. So she and a bunch of other people are saying this is not true.
I hope she's right.
But then she said this. Here's the rumor. HBO Max will be folded into Discovery Plus, not vice versa. Probably an HBO tab. They're getting rid of HBO Max scripted. Overall streaming focus will be on unscripted content. HBO stays as it is as a premium cable channel.
What?
So they're saying they're going to get rid of HBO Max.
This is worse than we ever thought, because it basically
cannot be true. This cannot be. If this happens on Thursday, then they're like going tits up, and they're like they're going like.
This is like just salvage what you can and fold if they do that.
Are you seriously telling me that they get rid of all of their scripted content? There's just no way. There's no way they would get rid of all the scripted content. But here's the thing. Would they get rid of HBO Max and just make Discovery the main platform? There's just no way.
Oh my God. HBO has been responsible for some of the greatest things in entertainment.
Well, HBO would stay as a premium cable channel. They would just make an HBO Max, like an HBO tab on the Discovery Plus app. There's no way that's true, though. There's just no way.
And not focus on...
I mean, HBO Max has been bleeding, but
cable is dying, though. Why would they do that? So they would just focus less on funds for HBO Max exclusive stuff. It'll just be movies and stuff on HBO Premium channel, and then when it goes to streaming,
this is like a disastrous decision. Like, I think this is actually really, really, really dumb.
If they get rid of the majority of their scripted content,
you cannot get rid of HBO Max and your scripted content.
I might get rid of HBO. Well,
you wouldn't need to get rid of HBO Max because it would cease to exist.
Well, they're just going to put me in this. It'll just become Discovery. I might get rid of that then. I don't want all that Discovery stuff. I want scripted content.
I'm just saying, I think this is BS. I don't think this is true. There's just no way.
All right. Well, let's read the article.
Well, Batgirl Film News is saying that the movie's not been shelved. So
all right,
take that for what it is.
All right. I wasn't gonna run with it if it was Geekosity or something, but I wasn't gonna make a whole stream about it. I was probably gonna talk about it.
I think you can make significant changes to these movies. I just don't think you shelve them. There's just no way you shelve them. Because again, contracts and all that, they fit. Like, if Batgirl was still in production right now, it'd be a different story. But this movie's done. It's been testing. Like, the movie's completed. It's a finished movie. You don't just scrap a finished movie.
Unless there's a really good reason to it with the
not when you sink this level of money into it, though.
How $70 million? I mean, that's not bad price.
It's probably more like 90 to 100 when you count in all the post production and all the marketing they're gonna have to do and all that, which they've already probably invested in or put.
Well, they haven't really done marketing yet. They haven't really.
Well, no, I'm talking about like they already have a set marketing budget they probably allocated for this movie. That's kind of how it works. Where they kind of already have it ready to go when they're ready to do that. So, I'm just saying it just doesn't make sense.
Hey, smash the hell out of the like button for breaking news with Max and the Maniac. I'm just gonna start calling you the Maniac.
That's okay.
All right. Well, I do want to read this. Holy $1 million down the drain, Batman. The new DC Comics film Batgirl, which this is like so depressing being a DC fan. Like, oh my God. I hope both things are not true. The new DC Comics film Batgirl, which still has no release date, will be completely shelved by Warner Brothers. A top Hollywood source told the Post. that means it won't hit theaters or the streaming service HBO Max. Fans will not see it. The reportedly 70 million movie, the source says the budget was actually more than 100 million, which was doing test screenings for audiences. Now, the other thing that's weird is when I started covering rumors, a lot of people said bullshit on all this test screening stuff. Now I hear test screenings all the time.
Well, yeah, test screenings have been a thing forever. I mean,
no, but when we were starting to cover Doomcock, everyone's like, there wasn't a test screening for that, but there are test screenings.
Yeah, well, Doomcock is a liar though, like a no.
But I mean, it's not that hard for someone to talk from a test screening. Why do they keep doing this? It's like, all right.
Again, I don't think New York Post is legit. I think they can make changes. I just don't think you scrap the movie completely. Because here's the thing: if they're going to scrap Batgirl, why not scrap the Flash? That's way more behind the scenes issues with Ezra Miller and like all this controversy and all that. It might be DOA on arrival in theaters. Like that's a movie you would scrap. You know what
because
I mean?
I think they need something also to move the universe forward, whatever they're going to call the universe, whatever, and it's filmed and it has multiple characters in it and it moves it forward in some manner. They could probably adjust it. But man, I feel sorry for Muschietti. They are probably effing with him like crazy. Yeah, hit that like button, everyone, please. All right. So the reportedly, which doing test screenings for audience in anticipation of a late 2022 debut would rank among the most expensive cinematic cast-offs ever. I want to see if other movies have actually been shelved. I believe there's got to be some other movies that have actually been shelved.
It's happened before. It's just very rare.
What Grace is saying is it's hard to do. It's not impossible though.
Well, it's hard to do it because the reason being is because what's the word for it? Contracts. That's why even though New Mutants and Dark Phoenix were disasters, they couldn't shelve them because they had to abide by the contracts that they had set. So,
all right. Well, that was for like a defunct company too, though. So trying to honor that, you couldn't like alter. It was already set in stone.
Well, again, though, the issue that we're going to run into is that you just can't. The contracts, man. It's the contracts. They have to abide.
It's not impossible, though. It's not. It really depends.
You would have to pay them out, and I don't think they want to pay them out, though, right? Because
all right. Well, I'm under. Here's my exclusive. I don't think that how our friend Matt Jarba was saying that Cavill's too old for Superman. I just don't think that. I don't think Michael Keaton's too old for Batman, but I think they're taking too long, don't really have a strong vision. They might be asking him about other projects past The Flash and Batgirl. They can't get that shit together. And he might just be like, I'm out. Yeah, they signed him on for multiple contracts, multiple films. It doesn't mean they're all going to happen.
Well, no, of course not. But like, you spend all this money, though, and all this time. I mean, you had I don't know. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I would be really surprised.
Hey, Matt. Yes, we need to talk to you soon, Matt. Hey, Jeffrey. It's your mistake signing contracts with the company that's getting sold. Zaslav is getting worse than there's lots of shit going on. I think anyone that's 100% any which direction should slow down.
I think everything is just in a really weird place right now.
I don't know what's going on. I honestly, until I see the context of the Flash being released, and
I don't even know if the movie's going to get released,
and see how they treat Michael Keaton's Batman. I think my interpretation is that they were going to use Michael Keaton's Batman more, and I think the longer this holds out, the more of a disaster it becomes. And I don't think no one has confidence in WB, including the talent. I don't know. Something's going on. All right, let's read the rest of this.
I'll be shocked if it actually gets released.
But you're okay for the Flash, but you think this is going to be.
Well, here's the thing. If Batgirl doesn't come out,
okay, let's a question for the chat. What do you think is more possible to get shelved, Batgirl or the Flash? I think Batgirl.
Me personally.
I say get rid of all of it.
Get rid of all of it.
Yeah, I say
I would carry the hashtag release the Flash movie. I want to see it.
I don't. Why would
I do.
I'm just saying personally, like if you're getting rid of Batgirl, just scrap all of it.
Well, they said the test screenings for the Flash were actually good.
I don't care. Get rid of it.
All right.
I say get rid of it if it's gonna like really like mess with the universe. Then just get rid of it. It's not worth the headache.
Those tests were said to be so poorly received by moviegoers that the studio decided to cut its losses and run for the sake of the brand's future. Okay. I mean, if they are going to do that, the brand's future is important.
But again, though, I'm just saying the story just doesn't make much sense to me because again, based on what we heard from the test screens, they weren't like so that negative.
Hey, Ellen,
I'm not saying they were great, but they weren't like so bad. It was like, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this doesn't make any sense to me because again, if you're scrapping Batgirl, just get rid of Flash. Just scrap that one. That's the trouble child. That's the movie where we're just like, get the hell rid of it.
I don't. It's too important, RJ. There's too many factors in there.
Is it worth is it worth the degradation of your brand?
You can't even. Listen. Based on what happened with the Snyder Cut, do you really want to contact all those people that were in there from the Trinity and from the Justice League that were actually in there and say, well, we're shelving this. Let's film another movie again. Do another movie. They already, Justice League, the first movie, there were 2 versions, and they basically had to film the movie over again. Do you really want to do that again for the whole cast?
Yeah.
No, redo a story. No, you can't do that.
If it's to preserve the integrity of the DC brand and ensure that it can be healthy for the next decade plus, then yeah, redo the damn movie.
I respect your opinion, but completely disagree with you that you would do that to your cast after they had to do that one time already.
Or you just put it on Discovery.
Make a few adjustments.
I honestly, I think you just get rid of the movie. I really do. Just put it like honestly. Use Ezra as the scapegoat. Just get rid of the movie.
Monsters looks good.
Oh no, Monsters does not look good. It looks horrible.
All right.
I'm just being serious. Like I think DC like is one bad movie away from just being like a dead brand. That's how bad the situation is.
They think an unspeakable Batgirl is going to be irredeemable. This is very disappointing too. We have to, sources, grain of salt, of course, but because this was the creators of the directors of some of the Miss Marvel episodes.
That's why I just don't think it's irredeemable because they're really good directors. They've never made a bad movie thus far. So I don't know where all this is coming from either. Like
well, part of the reason Miss Marvel was so successful was the cast, and I'm not saying Leslie Grace is a bad casting choice. I'm just saying the actress that plays Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, was amazing, and she did a lot to carry that role. So it really depends on the acting ability of Leslie as Batgirl. I don't know. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying I don't know.
I mean, again, the only thing I think they could do, honestly, with the Flash is, again, you just put money into it and fix it.
All right. Well, the Post has reached out to Warner Brothers for comment. It's been a months-long walk of shame for the movie Batgirl, director by Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah, Bad Boys for Life, received not a single mention of the. Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Well, the articles also filled like some. Scroll down a little bit. I think it's up or above.
I'm gonna read it. I'm reading all. Well,
because literally, like, I can point out this article's BS right away because they get like a bunch of stuff wrong.
Okay, what?
They say that the Batman was an R-rated movie. Wasn't R-rated.
That's just a mistake.
That's a huge mistake.
You're gonna disregard everything else in the article because he said Batman was rated R instead of PG.
Well, they said the Batman was rated R and made this much money when it didn't make that much money. So there's actually factual, actually a factual mistake.
All right, I guess that is a factor. All right. Received not a single mention at DC's Comic-Con panel in San Diego, California in July. An unusual move that raised industry brows. The much publicized event, after all, is designed to boost exposure for forthcoming projects just like this one. Now, that's a lot of framing just to make it seem more their source more likely just because it wasn't a Comic-Con. That doesn't mean anything. They didn't have a lot there. Marvel's Comic-Con presentation on the flip side announced more than a dozen films in the so-called Phase 5. Okay, we know all that, but that doesn't mean it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This article reads like very biased.
Well, this is where I say I treat everyone the same, RJ. I think all articles coming out, regardless of the site, are very much like this nowadays. Because it gets the clicks. No, it gets the clicks
you're
now.
wrong and you're biased.
It's all about ad revenue.
You're biased. God damn.
So are you. I mean, a lot of the sites do this for clicks and revenue. It's not isolated to certain websites that I don't want to keep mentioning because I think you're actually a channel member now. I was watching. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, cool. I'm not shaming you. I was just shocked when I was watching a live stream. All right. But I just think the whole industry's doing it. So honestly, and I don't care. Everyone for everything should make up their own mind, and it's not bad to question everything. Honestly,
I think the bigger story is the freaking HBO Max stuff for Thursday. Because
I really hope
that's scary. No, that's true.
And that's what they're going to announce first. Like they're not going to announce it. They're just going to tell Max's. Hey, Tony, I saw you researching my old vids in the comments section. He was researching my John Campia vids. He's like, oof, Max. Wow, things change, he was saying. It was pretty funny. Okay. Batgirl, which stars Leslie Grace in The Heights. I didn't see that one yet. In the title role alongside J.K. Simmons, Michael Keaton, Brendan Fraser, was originally planned for HBO Max release. Then the Puck News later reported in April. Then the WB president, Toby Emmerich, was considering a theatrical run too. But Emmerich stepped down in June, formed his own production company not long after Warner Bros. Merged Discovery, and David Zaslav became the CEO of the new entity. He replaced Emmerich with Michael DeLuca, who likely had to deliver the Bat News, and Pam Abdi of MGM. Well, the film's co-directors have done some scattered interviews about casting. The studio has been mum on plans for the Batgirl ever since. All this stuff, like they're framing it like it's not going to happen just because one source.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like there's just a lot of things in here that just don't make sense to me.
Shelving a multi-million-dollar effort would be unusual for Zaslav, a ruthless cost cutter. Remember, he's the same guy who gave the $300 million streaming service CNN Plus the axe just days after its splashy launch because it didn't snare enough of subscribers. The budget-conscious CEO, according to Variety, has split WB into multiple segments, including reorganized DC-based film production group. With that in mind, WB is said to be searching for a head honcho to run the flailing DC extended universe and whip it into coherent shape like Kevin Feige did with the far more successful Marvel Cinematic Universe that's owned by Disney. The current president of DC film production is Walter Hamada. Walter Brothers Discovery will report the quarter 2 earnings and announce future plans on Thursday. DC urgently needs all the help it can get. We all can agree on that. I don't think I need to read the rest of this here. This is just all stuff fluff. We all know about. Yeah, it's fluff. This is the end of DC as a hobby, the source said. I don't know what that means. Just like
it might just be the end of DC, period.
Maybe just like doing random projects without any plan. CGH $2 Canadian. Make a Batman Beyond movie using Batgirl and Flash. Honestly, if you don't release the Batgirl and you say, "Oh well, Michael Keaton, we're not going to, come back and we'll do a different movie with a young," I don't think Who would do that? Who would agree to that? They need to strengthen a relationship not only with their audience, with their talent. Who would you sign up for if you're a burgeoning director and even though you love DC and you want to make a superhero movie? Where would you go right now? go to Marvel. Like, you don't want them effing with your movie. Everything's a disaster. You don't have a plan. I feel really bad for Muschietti. Now, it's really quiet on the Muschietti front, but who knows what they're putting him through right now? Who knows? I don't think it's going to be his original vision.
Nothing makes sense anymore. We're in a weird world.
Yeah. This was just a quick stream. I got to take my nap. But ultimately, bad news.
Don't think it's true.
Now, on other channels, you're going to see people laughing or all this other shit. I don't laugh when when projects fall through for the people in the industry, the actors, and the talent involved. And I want to see it all, regardless. The only thing, I don't know if any movie that I'd be happy didn't actually come out. I don't know. I don't know of any of that. It's very sad day for DC again. It's like can it get any worse? It could get any worse. We'll bring up that Grace tweet. Let's look at that one more time, please, if you can. Because if it gets any worse, I mean, that would be worse if Grace is on to something.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting it up in just a second.
But I hope this is not true. I hope this is fake news. I'm glad there's some people pushing back on this news. But ultimately, I think if they were going to shelve one of them, I think it would be Batgirl over The Flash. Okay, Bradley's saying BS.
I think the Batgirl thing's BS too. Major changes to that movie, yes, but they're not going to shelve it because it's already done. It's not like a Supergirl that may have gotten shelved because, like,
Okay,
Supergirl was never put into production. This was a completed movie.
Omicron is laughing. These Hamada burgers are built on ill intentions. Well, that might be the thing at the end of the article that they were suggesting Omicron when they said is a hobby is over. DC is a hobby because it seems like all the projects were just like experiments and not really knowing what they're going to do, Okay. Here's the rumor. WBD presentation on Thursday. Is this to the public or just for investors?
Oh, wait, sorry. What are you asking?
Is this going to be for the public too, or is this just going to be for investors and stuff?
This is going to be like a public earnings call, I believe, on Thursday. And during earnings calls, they do reveal like what's going on. They reveal like, hey, this is what's happening. This is the trajectory of our financials, and here's like what we have planned. So those earning calls are where news sometimes does break. Yes. So if they're going to reveal their streaming strategy, that would be the place to do it on Thursday.
But we're going to be able to hear, or is anyone?
Someone's probably going to cover it. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a public. It's not like a public stream or anything. But I mean, we're going to hear about it.
All right. HBO Max will be folded into Discovery Plus. Oh, not vice versa.
That's
probably as HBO tab. Getting rid of HBO Max scripted. Overall streaming focus on unscripted. HBO stays as is as premium cable channel. Ugh.
That would be a disaster, too, because then what's going to happen to all their HBO Max shows? What's going to happen to Harley Quinn? What's going to happen to any of this?
Why would they do this big thing just to shut everything down?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just like so confused because a lot of this I just don't know.
If this happens, and I really don't want to do this, I will have to say Matt Jarbo was right. Because he said that Zaslav's going to focus on all unscripted stuff. Well, I mean, Bradley, interesting point. Yes, they have a new Game of Thrones show,
but it's also remember, House of the Dragon is airing on the HBO cable channel too.
Mm-hmm.
So some of those shows, even though they're on HBO Max, they do still air on HBO.
Maybe if this does happen, this means anything created specifically for HBO Max is just not going to be anymore. Anything scripted.
Yeah.
That means Titans. What's on HBO?
Yeah, what about Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn, Titans.
Like, what's gonna happen to these shows?
Anything that doesn't premiere on HBO first. So Game of Thrones will probably be safe. That means all the DC shows they were planning. Even that stupid Gotham Knights show.
Well, that'd be CW. That'd be on the CW.
But they got rid of the CW.
They're not. No, the CW is still around. It's just that they're. Yeah, it's still around. So that show's still gonna hit.
Bradley, don't listen to Bradley. I like Titans. I don't love it.
Cancel Titans.
No,
it's about
no,
time
no.
for that show too.
What other shows are for Disney? Let me see. CJH says sell DC HBO Max to either Amazon or Disney.
That's never gonna happen. That's
Yeah.
never gonna. They literally just. Got
I
done
would
with another
I would
merger.
love
They're
if
never-
Amazon got it, but no.
No, it's not gonna happen.
I
Because
know. I know.
They literally just freaking did all this, man. There's just no way.
Yeah. Well, the cell says thank goodness for Disney. Let's face it, they lost to Disney Plus already. They've lost.
And they got
Omicron's getting hype. Resetting everything based on Snyderverse. It's coming. Ride the wave or get drowned. Woo!
I don't know anymore. I mean, literally, nothing's off the table at this point.
No,
nothing's
you're
off the
right,
table. Again, they got to go where the money is. Although I just don't understand, like the getting rid of HBO Max thing just does not make any sense to me. If that's true, like I really hope it's not true because it literally makes zero sense.
Their original content so far hasn't proven that it gets new subscriptions. So they're gonna take it down to ground level, get rid of everything.
But do you really throw everything away in the kitchen sink though? Like that doesn't seem like a smart business move either. To get rid of everything.
Well, wait a second. That would also mean Peacemaker and the Batman spinoffs.
Well, no, those will still come out. They'll just be on HBO. What it seems like is going to happen is that because these shows are already guaranteed and they're already in production and they're already happening, what would probably end up happening is they would either be on the Discovery app or they would go to HBO, the cable channel, and then later they would have to go on to Discovery, that app.
CGH. What if Disney restored the Snyderverse? If Disney bought DC, they wouldn't deal with all this bullshit. I know that for sure.
No, they would reboot.
They only bring stuff into the MCU that was extremely successful. There's no way they would touch
they
this
have no issue. They have no
10-foot
issue
pole.
cutting things around or doing weird things. So,
hold on. Check the group chat. Okay, hold on.
nothing makes sense anymore.
Oh wow. Okay.
What happened?
We might get more confirmation here. Oh no. Oh, and this is someone that doesn't like the Snyderverse too. All right.
Uncle
Play
Cheese,
the clip.
what's
Play
going
the
on?
clip. Play the clip.
Hold on. I'm getting it ready.
I might have to change the thumbnail to confirmed. I don't know.
Where is it?
The clip.
I'm looking. Oh, there we go.
Breaking news.
I got tired of you waiting. We pressed at the same time. Okay. This I might have to change the thumbnail. Oh God. Do you trust the rap?
The raps. Wow. What? It's Umberto, and he's a piece of shit. But what?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to now confirm.
Oh, it's confirmed. What the fuck?
Now confirmed.
What is happening?
Hold on. And what is Grace doing then?
What is going on?
Hold on, I gotta change the thumbnail while we're live. Before I read this.
What is happening? This is crazy.
Sucks.
Cats and dogs living together. Hell
This
on
sucks.
earth.
This sucks to be a DC fan. I am so sick of this bullshit.
Well, read the
I'm
article. Read it.
no. I gotta change the thumbnail. Maximize the views on this live stream. Please smash the like button. And you know what? It's gonna piss me off to see people mocking this and laughing at.
Grace is now saying that this is possibly true, and she's hearing.
Now, no wonder. You see how quick she flip flops.
She said, "I'm looking into this now."
Okay, now this is exposed on Grace. We're gonna clip this out. We're gonna expose Grace Randolph. I love you, Grace, but now you're saying this after the Rap article posted. It's not. Do you think she got a call from her source, or do you think she saw the Rap? That's that is what happened to Grace. Oh my God.
If this is true, like, what does this mean?
We don't know what this means. It's a disaster to be a DC fan. Oh my God. Let me put the.
But again, I have so many questions. If you're gonna get rid of Batgirl, why not just get rid of Flash or like make? I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't know. We'll read.
Well, no. They're investing more money in Flash. That's why. Okay, I get that. But like my thing with like the Flash thing, though, you need to make major changes to the movie. Then, if like you're getting rid of Batgirl, nothing makes sense anymore. They really got to clarify this. And like, where's their DC head? Where's your DC head? Tell me what's going on.
Their stock prices are going to go through tumbling. Don't you think with all this bad news and no good news? Like, what are they? HBO? This is horrible. Horrendous. All right. Let's read this article. We got 87 people watching. Smash that like button. Please help MME.
DC needs Jesus.
It is a jumbled mess. It's a disaster.
DC, you need Jesus.
All right, let's read this. Batgirl won't fly. Warner Brothers Discovery has no plans to release nearly finished $90 million film. The movie starred In the Heights breakout Leslie Grace on the title role of Barbara Gordon. Umberto Gonzalez. Warner Brothers Discovery will not release Batgirl neither theatrically or on HBO Max. The Rap has learned. Now, they're not saying if their source, they just say, this is where I say, now everyone's taking this serious because it's the Rap. I say they're all the same. Who knows if it's their own source or if they're learning it from reading another article? Who knows? Although the article was ready to go, though. They couldn't have wrote that article in so short a time, honestly, though, right? There's no way they could have pumped out an article that quick, right? When did that release? An hour ago?
That New York Post article was like, or New York Post, yeah. I mean, I don't know anymore. I'm just flabbergasted. It's hard to even.
This is where I'm saying keep everyone accountable the same way. Where it's potentially you could pump if you're a veteran of the industry.
Well, is El Necron still in the chat? El Necron did Sil and Mikey say this movie was going to get shelved like last night on Scoop Wars? Because I didn't tune in. Because I could have sworn they said something else was getting shelved.
Yeah, El Necron. Jesus Snyder. Yeah, El Necron. If they said that last night on Scoop Wars, or not, that's my show. God damn it. If they said that, hey, and Fandom Menace L's, we got to get you on for an interview.
Well, hold on though. Now we're hearing something about Batgirl does not fit the current vision of the DC universe.
That's exactly what I said, RJ. I said something might happen in there that changes, and they might try to use. Who knows what's going to happen? At least we're getting Black Adam.
We need an official statement.
I'm going to be happy just to see Black Adam in the theaters at this point.
Who knows if that movie's even going to come out?
Well, but here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Thing.
Like,
here's the thing I'm saying. Anymore. The industry, everyone's doing the goddamn same thing. The Rap has learned. Learned from where? From a source, from another article, from the New York Post. Where have you learned this from? The film was made. They're not saying their own source or nothing. It's so vague. everyone does the same shit. Everyone does the same shit anymore. And even these big sites, where did they say that was funny that made the news before? IGN gives you like so many dollars for people to write articles. These articles, the more clickbaity they make a lot of money for these sites. The print media is done, and the whole industry as a whole has gone down the shitter. I'm telling you. So that's why I treat them all the same. I treat them all the same.
I just don't know.
This means
nothing makes sense anymore.
This means nothing. The rap has learned. Learned from where? From a source, your own source. Where did you learn it from? Okay, the film, that's even more vague than anything on Geekosity or the other article we read.
It's probably because it's a breaking news article and they just like put it out just to have an article out there.
Yeah. Right.
So they really didn't spend much time on this at all.
This may not be any other info than the other article. That's maybe how they learned. The film made under, but then and now Grace is flip-flopping based on this, which could have been just based off the first article. This is why I'm saying the whole industry is shit. Everyone's an asshole. Don't believe everything at your own risk. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And don't wait for rumors just because a big trade does it. They're all the same. They're all the same. Okay. The film made under a previous regime was initially designed to be HBO Max release and then being considered for theatrical distribution. Due to COVID issues and shutdowns, the budget ballooned to $90 million. The movie stars In the Heights breakout star Leslie Grace in the title role of Barbara Gordon. The new owners and management are committed to making DC titles big.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Great. Go check Grace's Twitter.
Well, you have to bring it up while I'm reading this article.
Okay, hold on.
The new owners and management are committed to making DC titles big theatrical event films, and Batman isn't that, or Batgirl isn't that. Insiders add that the studio brass loves the film's directors and star and are actively planning to work with them soon. Warner Bros. Yeah, this is see? There. Didn't I call it? See, didn't I call that, RJ? Now everyone's taking it serious because of the rap. Look where it says. New York Post first reported news. At least they sourced it. This article was written that quick. This article is a short article.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
No, I told you. You only took this serious because, look. This is exposed, RJ. This is where the whole industry is bullshit. You see how Grace was like, oh, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. And then she saw the rap, and then the rap just sourced the New York Times or not New York Times. It sourced the New York Post article, and then she actually finally reached out to her source before she was telling everyone something else.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
No, it makes a lot of sense. Everyone is full of shit. Everyone. So this is where everyone's full of shit except me. Because I told you
everyone's right except you.
No.
Okay.
No, I said everyone's full of shit. I said the rap and all these other people are no better. And I honestly value Mikey and Sill's word more than Grace's now. Honestly.
Well, Grace Grace,
because she went out there. Yeah. She went out there to poo-poo on someone else's work right away before she even reached out to anyone. Right? I mean, this is proof. I'm going to clip this out. Proof that, and I'm still a fan, Grace. I still think you're a great personality. I'm a fan of you. I've been subscribed forever. But I got to call a spade a spade. What you just did here was bullshit. We got you in real time in StreamYard 1080pk. Well, I'm not saying they're right about everything, El Necron, and I'll have you on the show, El Necron. I'll reach out to you soon. But that's why I said everyone was making fun of me when I was like, I don't think Mikey and Sil were any worse than anyone else. And now I think they're a little bit better. I think they're a little bit better because she said definitively this bullshit before she even reached out to anyone. And then Humberto Gonzalez, a known Snyder hater, does the article, and he basically just sources the other. We've learned. And then she actually reached out to her source.
there's just so much of this that I'm just I don't even know what to say anymore.
I don't know, Jonathan. Now we only really have two sources. Really, it's the New York Post and Grace, because the Wrap was just regurgitating the New York Post article. You know, you're showing your DMs.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm just like so like flabbergasted. But Eric Davis is now saying the Batgirl movie won't be released at all, not in theaters or on HBO Max. It was to star Leslie Grace and also feature Michael Keaton's Batman.
I do say that, Joseph. I want to see it. I want to see Batgirl. Bamboozled again. I feel so bad for Leslie Grace.
This is a big L for DC, though. Like, make no mistake. I mean, listen, it's gonna be maybe like a long-term win, but it's a huge L now.
Who knows if we're gonna get Sasha Calle? I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, I think she's a big role in that Flash movie. Yeah, we are gonna do a Prey watch party. I might watch it first with my wife though, and then watch it again. Are you going to participate in the watch party? I hope. No, don't say that, Finn. I really want Blue Beetle. I will be so upset.
I think Blue Beetle. Well, no, Blue Beetle's theatrical. So because
Blue Beetle seems like it might be more isolated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's going to be
the more isolated.
Safe.
I think here, the more isolated the project is, if they've changed what they're doing behind the scenes of the future, that the better chances it'll be untouched and released. Like I don't, except like Black Adam, who knows what.
This probably means no more. This probably means no more HBO Max DC movies. They only want to be in theaters, so that's probably what they're trying.
Well,
to
we
do
didn't really get any HBO Max DC movies. I think they were trying to make it a thing. They were trying.
Well, they were trying to, but I think that's now dead in the water. They're not. Gonna
Yeah, they were trying to make it a thing. All right, let's go through this. Oh, yeah, basically, New York Post first reported the news.
Are we about to get a reboot?
I also think that Michael Keaton might be done.
Well, what's going on with Michael Keaton? Because that's like 2 movies he was going to be in that are dead.
Yeah. No, you have to give some closure. You can't just remember what happened when they stopped Spider-Man and with Tobey Maguire, and then did Andrew Garfield right away without any break. People didn't have any confidence.
Does this mean that the Black Canary movie's not going to happen either?
Oh, probably, yeah. Yeah, get Zach in to get the hard drives.
I'm just shocked that they wouldn't release it at all because it's a finished movie.
Here's my theory. With or without Zach, they do the Justice League, bring back Darkseid. Darkseid's an opportunity to give some closure and reboot everything in a few years. Tie up all the loose ends that you want to. Aquaman 2's coming out. They're going to do Aquaman 3, Wonder Woman 3. Basically, get those done. Get those productions started. Do a Justice League with Darkseid. Reboot everything. And that would be the path of least resistance.
Hold on.
With or without Zach. With or without Zach.
Could they reshoot The Flash to where the ending is going to be completely different, where it's not Keaton but still Ben?
Well, Ben was already supposed to be in the end of The Flash and the end credits.
He was going to be in the post-credit scene, but like, why would Keaton be running around still?
Use your mind.
Because the next movie is going to be in.
What would make the most sense to get some closure to what we have, tie up loose ends, and then start over in a new phase where you don't completely kill your consumer confidence and your talent.
Dude, I think you just get rid of Flash. I think you do.
No.
I think they're going to. I really think they will.
Make some small adjustments, adjust Flash. And
I think got to make some big adjustments because that whole movie's got to be like changed around.
Well, they said the movie was good. All you have to really do is, I'll have to read the leaked script because you said that's out there.
I want to read that now to see what do you have. Send me a link for that for another time. I want to go through that script now and see where they can make changes. But RJ swore they won't. RJ, take the L. No.
Hey, I didn't think this was gonna happen. I'll gladly take the L. I never thought that they would scrap a completed movie.
Well,
that's kind of unheard of. We haven't really heard of like
these are
because of
unprecedented
contracts and all that.
unprecedented times. He means business. That was the original plan, right? Well, do give some conclusion, move forward. If you just don't address things and then say we're rebooting and give you all new stuff, no one's gonna have confidence going to see that. No one. And honestly, if I don't get some closure, regardless of Zack Snyder, I'm not going to go support just like a brand new Justice League with no conclusion to the old one, or alternate timeline. They can easily, with that type of story, they can easily do something to. If they cancel the Flash, their board of directors should be fired.
Well, remember, that's an old regime movie. It's not the current administration. The current administration wants to make money. And if they feel like Flash is not going to make money, I feel like at this point they will get rid of it. They have no qualms about that.
All right. Well, more on MME later. We're going to shut this down in an hour. I was only planning to go like 30 minutes. And then I'll talk to RJ a little bit, this Marvel Maniac. I appreciate everyone watching.
DC needs Jesus. DC needs a head and needs Jesus.
Well, good thing that Jesus exists. I still want this on a t-shirt. Can someone send this to me? Actually, I would love.
I think. Well, here's the thing. Here's the big takeaway.
There he is.
I think the big takeaway is it's clear at this point. There's no cutting around or beating around the bush. Whatever this new regime wants to do with DC, it is nothing like what they originally had planned. Whatever Walter Mott and all them had planned.
Yeah, it's definitely not what they planned. It's definitely not what they planned.
Definitely not what they had planned.
No, exactly.
This is totally something new that they're doing on their own.
Yeah.
So I mean that should be everyone's big takeaway. Whatever they got planned, this is not what they had planned before. This is all brand new.
WB repeatedly canceling these lead movies while saying nothing about the Flash is a bad look.
I understand, but I don't think they care because they're trying to make money and they don't think these movies are going to make money.
Did Alan Horn start work today at WBD?
Yeah, I think he did. I think Alan Horn's already there advising them, so. Although I'd be shocked if this was an Alan Horn thing or Alan Horn said, yeah, get rid of this. I mean, it's not impossible, but.
Well, let's just call it that Grace's source is the rap. I just checked with the rap, my source. No, she might have another.
Well, just for clarification, though, because we do need to be honest, though. We are waiting to hear from another trade, like a Hollywood Reporter or like a Variety or somebody else. But it's not looking good. Like now, it's like pretty much like this may actually be like.
I don't foresee them canceling. If they cancel Blue Beetle, I will rage because that
I think they will. I think they will.
But Black Canary wasn't even filmed yet, so.
Well, Black Canary was going to be set up in the Batgirl movie, supposedly. So.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm saying, man. Things are getting crazy.
Oh, wait. Grace is live?
Wait, really? I can keep the stream running if you want to go take a nap.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I got to take a nap. Okay. You're going to, if she's live, if you want to do that, just cover that and shut it down.
Wait, no. Oh, she's going live like right now. So,
all right. Well, if you want to keep it going, hold on. Let me see the private chat.
What a day, huh? What a day today. Whoever thought this would happen? Whoever thought that would be the world we're living in?
All right, just check that, RJ, if you want to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I am going to head out. This is breaking news, everyone, and my dogs need to go out anyway. Bye.
All right. See you, Max. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yeah, Brendan Fraser too. I feel bad for him. You know, it's screwed. I'm gonna put a link in the group chat. I'm running the show now, and I could do what I want. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I mean, this is how's everyone feeling? Because I don't know. The new movie Madness one, yeah. Well, my sources have gone to hell. Oh my god. I'm just going through like a whirlwind of emotions, to be honest. It's kind of like hard to like really like sit down and like really like think about all this, because like so much has changed and so much is happening in just a short time span. These are unprecedented times, folks. Just really appreciate the fact that we are living in like some really weird times where like nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense. Everything's crazy. And we're kind of just here on the ride, you know? I wonder if Grace is going to cancel her live stream because she's like, I can't go live right now. There's a massive story break-in. But hey, Devin, what's up, man?
Yo.
I'm just keeping the stream going because Max went to go take a nap. So
yeah,
how are you feeling, man? Because this is these are unprecedented times. This is like something that we've never really seen happen before, where a movie that's a finished movie, it's done, they spent like upwards of 70 to 100 million on it, gets outright canceled, and they're not going to release it.
I'm sure it's happened before. Maybe not to the budget, maybe not to the level of the budget of this particular movie, but I mean, they seem to be hell bent on quality control, which, you know, is that a bad thing?
Well, last we heard from the test screening, though, I mean, the New York Post says differently. But last we heard from the test screening was that people really enjoyed the Batgirl movie that we got. It wasn't like there was still some visual effects that had to be done with it, but people said it was pretty decent. So, I think the Wrap was the one who said that apparently this does not fit the current vision of DC films for them or something like that. So they're like, nah, we're good. You know, like we don't want to release this. Basically, we don't want to. Which that opens up a litany of things, and you couple this with Ben Affleck coming back for Aquaman 2, it makes you wonder. You know, really makes you wonder what the heck's going on over there.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they ever had like big visions for Batgirl. Like it was initially supposed to be an HBO Max movie, right?
Yeah, it was going to be an HBO Max movie. Yes.
Yeah, so I don't think they ever had any like grand. This is going to be like a $800 million box office bonanza. They probably just had a movie that they were going to put on HBO Max and was like, hey, why don't we see if we can make some money putting it in theaters? You know, since we already are putting the work into making this thing a movie, we may as well try to put it in theaters, make money off of it. And then they realize towards the end that not only will they probably not make that much money off of it in theaters, but it's probably not good enough to be a driver for HBO Max either. And if that's the decision that they made, then it really comes down to a branding situation. Like, do we want this movie to, you know, drop and then get panned universally and end up, you know, having that be the face of what this new regime's first outing is going to be? You know, and if that's the mindset that they had in evaluating the movie, then I can totally understand why they would cancel it.
Yeah. Anthony, what's up, man?
Oh, what's up, guys? First of all, the Flash is not canceled, Grace. So clickbait. There you go with your clickbait shit again. Listen, I would have loved to see Batgirl. It's unfortunately that Leslie Grace, Brandon Fraser, Michael Keaton had to go. But I mean, I don't think she's done as Batgirl. I think she might be introduced in another movie. But like, it's, I mean, 90. What did they say? The budget was 90 to 100 million, right?
Something like that. Yeah, it was about
That is
70.
for a Batgirl movie. That's a lot of money, and I don't think
Before a comic book movie, that a theatrical release comic book movie, that's pretty much a mid-range movie. That's like a middling budget.
But like we're talking about Aslef, was he like keeping down
Well,
the
the
budget?
other thing the rap article mentioned though is that apparently they don't want to do any DC streaming movies anymore. They only want to focus on making DC a theatrical premiere event or something like that.
That is weird.
So,
that is like.
I mean, listen, I get it. I get why. Because again, you want to focus on quality, I guess. And you want to make sure like, you're really delivering like some premier products. But
And money is still in the theaters. Like, well, Marvel is proving that even with lackluster outings, they can make 400, 800 million back on those, and then put it on their streaming service after the fact and have that drive their streaming numbers too. Like Marvel's at a point now where they can put out movies and simultaneously put out TV shows on their streaming services and get the best of both worlds. And DC properties just aren't there yet. But if they ever want to get there, then they have to start by making sure that their theater outings are A1. And Batgirl sounds like it wasn't going to be that way. Flash sounds like it's going to be that way, which is why they aren't giving up on it. And that's
a movie you can retool. I think you can retool.
You can retool the ending.
I think if you retool that movie with reshoots, you spend a little more money on it. I think you can fix it to be what they need it to be.
I don't sound like, but even everything I've heard about it, like in its current form, sounds like it's not far off from where they want it to be. It sounds like they could like probably finish the VFX and release the movie now and have an awesome movie on their hands. Everyone has just talked about how great a movie it is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think honestly, it's just the ending you have to fix. It's really just that. So if you fix that ending and you make it what it needs to be, so that way it's not a complete disaster, and like you can put it to where at least the universe is the place you want it to be, then you're good. But I mean, a lot of this is just it's crazy because we're just in these really unprecedented times, and you couple this with the fact that they may be getting rid of the HBO Max app completely and making it all on
that part I don't buy.
That's concerning a little bit. I'm just like, that's a little weird.
Why
like,
do that?
I'm just like,
I don't buy that part. I don't. I'm gonna wait until I hear more information on that. But I don't believe
we
that
should
they're
know
gonna
by
get rid
like
of that.
Thursday or something, last we heard. So by Thursday with our earnings call, we find out, and that's the case. I mean, my God. Oh, okay. Grace is live, so I didn't listen. So hold on. Okay.
Hi, everybody. What a crazy day. I was all ready to go and get the stream ready, and then this story started to drop about the Batgirl. And so I'm going to be doing a whole separate video on that. So that's not going to be discussed in the stream today. And also, I have my sources looking into it for some extra information. I will just say at the top here, because you guys, I do appreciate you joining me for the live stream. I also reported that HBO Max was going to get folded into Discovery Plus most likely on Thursday. So it makes sense that perhaps the reason that Batgirl isn't going to go anywhere is that there's no place to air it because HBO Max is going to kind of fade away.
Well, she said what?
So for what it's worth, Daniel RPK said he just confirmed with his own sources that yes, the movie's been canceled.
Yeah, that is damn.
So take it for what it is.
To be fair,
because Nightwing and Black Canary was supposed to appear in that movie. That is wow. That is damn. That's crazy.
To be fair, HBO Max isn't available everywhere, just the States.
That is true. That is true. Which Aslef need to fix that next year. The HBO Max should have been available everywhere.
Yep. Variety just announced the movie's been canceled.
Oh, wow.
It's in Variety now. So this is about.
So New York Post just got the W. Wow. Damn.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the article now. This is what Variety's saying.
What if all this is an inside job from Snyder? Destroy Warner Brothers from
Batgirl film
within.
acts by Warner Brothers won't be released on any platform. Batgirl, the feature film adaptation of the DC Comics character, has been killed at Warner Brothers. Variety has confirmed it will not premiere on any platform of the studio, neither theatrically nor on HBO Max. The $90 million production starring Leslie Grace as Barbara Gordon and directed by Bad Boys for Life and the small filmmakers Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah was greenlit in 2021 as part of a company-wide effort at Warner Brothers to create feature films specifically for HBO Max. But the new corporate regime at Warner Brothers Discovery has pivoted the company's priorities back to theatrical features, leaving Batgirl without a proper home. More to come. Very short article, not much at all, but it does confirm.
Man, I feel bad for. Damn. Well, at least they could go back to Marvel. But damn, man. But I do. This is. You should have got Ben Affleck. This is what happened when you don't got. They should have just got Ben Affleck to be in the movie. It would have been perfectly fine. But it is what it is.
Can't they just restart with like Pattinson, Black Adam?
Another movie's been canceled.
What? What has been canceled?
Black Adam.
The
Please.
Scoob sequel, Scoob Holiday Haunt, has also been scrapped.
Wow. Damn.
So the sequel to Scoob has been canceled. Hollywood
As it
Reporter.
should be. Because
Hollywood
the first
Reporter.
one
I'm
was
bringing up the
terrible.
article now, but the Hollywood Reporter is saying that the Scoob sequel has been canceled.
That is
Good.
wow. What is
Because
going
the
on
first one
today?
was
Cancellations are the
Tuesday?
order of the day.
This is probably just the first of many, folks. Remember, their earnings call is on Thursday, so this could be the first of many.
That's true. I read somewhere that they're expecting a bad one.
Batgirl and Scoob Holiday Haunt scrapped at Warner Brothers amid cost savings push. The DC feature was budgeted around $80 million, with costs rising nearly $90 million due to COVID-19 protocols.
At this point, no one's gonna have faith in Warner Brothers.
In a
Like,
surprising development,
you're
Warner
gonna
Brothers
see a
will no
DC
longer.
movie and not go.
We'll see. In a surprising development, Warner Brothers will no longer be releasing Batgirl. The DC film that already completed shooting was expected to arrive on HBO Max later this year. The unusual move comes after a change in leadership at Warner Brothers, with newly installed Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav prioritizing on cost-cutting measures and refocusing Warner's on theatrical films rather than creating projects straight for streaming, as had been a priority for former Warner Media CEO Jason Kilar. Batgirl was budgeted around $80 million, with costs rising nearly $90 million due to COVID-19 protocols. It's a hefty sum, but significantly lower than most DC theatrical releases. Thus, the film is said to not have the spectacle that audiences come to expect from DC fare. The Batman, released in August, had a budget of $185 million before marketing costs. Warner has also decided to shelve the $40 million animated feature Scoob Holiday Haunt. Insiders say that big budget films made directly for streaming no longer make sense under the company's new strategy. In June, Zaslav tapped MGM's Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdi to run Warner's, replacing Toby Emmerich. Batgirl starred In the Heights, Breakout, yada, yada, yada. Under Kilar, yeah, so that's 2 movies canceled.
My thing is,
movies
okay,
So,
wait,
back-
hold on. Before, like, the thing is, like, there's like, oh, we don't want to do any straight to streaming things. Then make it theatrical. Like, that, it's a very easy fix.
Well, I think that the issue with Batgirl in particular is, you know, based off of what they were talking about with those test screenings, is that it wasn't, I guess, for lack of a better word, theater quality. Like, it wasn't a good enough movie to justify putting it in however many screens they need to put it in order to try to make their money back.
Okay.
So, like, if it was just a bad
Yeah.
movie, it's a bad movie. I mean, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah,
So is Blue Beetle next?
maybe, because if they're
Damn.
wanting,
Not if it's good.
well, no, because they said that they only want DC event theatrical releases. They don't want any, like, so if Blue Beetle's not a DC event, then it's gone. So is Black
Well,
Canary.
I don't.
like-
I think the usage of the word event there is kind of, you know,
I
it
think
could
Well,
mean
what
a
do
lot
you
of
mean by
things.
that? What do you mean by event? Like what?
Justice
They
Is it?
wanted. That means they
movies.
wanted to be
Crisis.
a big release. It doesn't mean like a crossover, like a
No,
crossover event
yeah.
or anything like that.
No,
They just
but
want it to be a moment in like history. Like, oh
Right.
man, there's a like how Batman movies used to be like in the 90s. It was like, oh, it's a new Batman movie coming out. This is a thing that everybody has to go to the movies to see because it's just one of those things. It's an event. It's an event that you gather with your friends to go see, your family to see. People are talking about it online. Like that's kind of what the Marvel movies are at this point. Every time there's a new Marvel trailer that drops, it gets like 250 million views in like an hour, and everyone's talking about it. Like they want events like that for their movies.
Yeah.
And Batgirl just didn't seem like it was going to live up to that. Sounds like the Flash might. Like I'm very curious about the Flash. We'll have to see once they decide to drop that trailer. But
Yeah,
like
everybody's talking about it because
it's
of
a
Ezra.
they clearly want blockbuster like obvious home run hitters, to be their theatrical movies.
Yeah, I think Blue Beetle's next. Yeah, unfortunately. Which is
The
like
Blue
for
Beetle
the first
director must
Latino.
be
Frosty just came
yeah,
out.
can you bring
and-
it
Does that mean
Can you bring that
Joker
up?
2 is canceled?
No, Joker.
Oh
2
no,
is
Joker
happening.
2 is one of those
No.
movies for certain.
Yeah,
It's
it's
one of
definitely
those.
an event like thing because
That's an
especially
event, yeah.
also how much money the first one made too. Like they're going to want to put that in theaters and want to keep it.
I'm shocked they canceled Scoob too, because like animated movies typically they like.
Yeah, and Scoob
Well,
was
not
a
after
hit.
Super Pets.
Well,
Yeah, maybe that's why too. Yeah.
but the thing with Super Pets, it was number one. It
Wow.
wasn't like, but yeah, spoke to people who saw Batgirl and they said it was a huge disappointment. Also, the costumes looked cheap, so that's also especially Keaton's Batman costume. I figured WB would dump it on HBO, but it looks like we'll never see it. That sucks though. Like we'll never see this movie.
You know what's funny?
It's gonna go. It's gonna be one of those infamous movies that we all wonder what could have been.
Release
you
the
know?
Batgirl cut.
I mean,
Release the
also the good
script.
thing is also it said in the rap article, it said that Black Canary and Dick Grayson were supposed to be in this movie. So like,
So
Wow. So no Dick Grayson either. Wow.
Yeah.
So is Dylan O'Brien Nightwing? Because he said
Could have
he
been.
come.
well,
Could have been.
he could have been.
Well, if he was Nightwing, then damn, bro, I feel bad for that
And
guy.
we're probably not gonna get that Black Canary movie either, since all
No,
the
that's
setups
not
now been
happening
erased.
either. Because that's not an adventure movie with Green Arrow in it. So,
I mean,
Wow, this is
well,
crazy.
Blue Beetle, Batgirl.
Well, also,
and
what's
Black
going on
Canary
with Michael
is
Keaton?
next.
Also,
Because
that's
this
the
is
thing.
now-
Like
make
Keaton,
hold on,
was
Michael
like,
Keaton. This is now 2 of his appearances that have been canceled.
yeah. Also, Keaton praised both this script and the Flash script, and he was like, these 2 scripts are like the best scripts I've read since Burton's.
doesn't matter now.
Like,
It means
Batman."
Keaton's
doesn't
never
matter.
gonna work for
Yeah.
DC and Warner Brothers ever again.
Well, at least
Well,
He might
no.
just be in
Just-
Flash, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, if I would them,
So
I'd be
does
like,
this mean
yo,
Ben Affleck could be back full time?
yes, yes.
We don't know.
Yes.
I mean, listen, he came
I
back for
wouldn't-
Aquaman. We didn't think that was
Yeah, I don't know.
possible.
I'm just like,
well,
I'm like
has
really like
Warner
confused
Brothers
on what's going on.
confirmed that appearance yet? Like only
Yes.
the Aquaman actor confirmed it.
It's
I mean,
confirmed.
that's pretty.
well, he's on
That's
the-
as confirmed as you're going to
trailer.
get when he's on the set wearing the wig and
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, dude,
Yeah.
like the Hollywood trades even confirmed he's back in
Yeah.
that movie. So this isn't like a rumor. It's
I'll say
happening.
this.
He's gonna be
If-
in Aquaman.
If Alan Horn could convince Ben Affleck, hey, you could make cameos as Bruce Wayne and you'll be in a suit. When we get stunt doubled, so you could be in a suit to be cameos in movies. I would like that instead of Michael Keaton. I would
This
like
is a
that.
very interesting take.
Maybe they'll make
Can-
a Superman movie.
This is an
Well, who
interesting
knows?
take. Canning a completed superhero movie with starring a woman of color while still planning the release of film headlined by a dude who's been accused of multiple horrible things and likely leading a cult. Sure is a choice.
Wait, who?
That's just some. I'm sorry, but that's like some false equivalence bullshit. Because again, like, does this suck getting? Okay, I don't know. I'm not going to speak on it, but I feel like to make it listen, the movie getting shelved sucks. It sucks for everyone involved. It's not a good thing. I'm sad
No,
about it.
I that's why I said
Just
it's
like
an
everyone
interesting
else.
take on it.
But you
I-
can't like make this a whole thing. Like, oh my god, like you let Ezra Miller's movie go, but you canceled Batgirl, which is starring a POC.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's all
that sucks. It
it's
sucks. I know, but
circumstantial. Like
yeah.
they didn't cancel it for moral reasons. They canceled
Yeah.
it because they thought it sucked. If they thought Flash sucked and wasn't going to make them money, they would have canceled it too.
Right. this isn't an issue of they want to stand by Ezra Miller and they hate like certain types of people. No, it's not it at all. I don't know. But I'm gonna start winding this down because I think Yanash is gonna go live in a little bit, so I want to go be over there. But any final takes on this before we get out of here? I mean, because again, this is still breaking and
Hard
so much is
reboot
going
with
on.
the
I'm
Batman.
worried for other movies now.
I think
What
this
other,
is
wait,
just,
what
I
other
think
movies
this
are
is
you?
just the
What other
this
movies are
is
you
the-
worried about?
Blue
Black
Beetle.
Canary and Blue Beetle.
I
Yeah.
think both are in danger. Both are in danger.
Well, I mean, so what makes you think Blue Beetle's in danger, though? Like, we don't know anything about that movie, really. We haven't even seen what it's. I mean,
we didn't know much about Batgirl either, and it got canceled.
Well, we knew that the test ratings sucked. I mean, the test ratings for Blue Beetle could be fucking incredible. Like they made Shazam too, and they're marketing the shit out of that too. And Shazam is also kind of like one of those things where it's okay.
I guess the point
this isn't
overall
really
is
an
like,
event movie, but
right.
like it was a good movie. People are reacting to the character. People seem to be jazzed for Blue Beetle when they saw that dude in his suit. So Blue Beetle
at
could
the end
be
of the
safer.
day, I think the point is that nothing's safe anymore. Literally,
And
well, yeah,
honestly,
that's clearly the message that's being delivered here. Is
honestly,
like,
and if those rumors are right, then there's no DC TV stuff. Like all that stuff is gone. Like no more DC TV series if they're getting rid of scripted shows. Like it's only theater movies. It's only movies, and it's probably going to only be 2 or 3 movies a year, even 3, even any 3. Like that's crazy to think.
Well, they're trying to compete with Marvel, who announced
Well, if they're going to
compete
you
bunch of
can't
movies.
compete now. If you're going to get rid of your
can't.
HBO Max stuff, you can't compete with Marvel anymore. If you're only
Or
going to do 2 or
Disney.
3 movies
Yeah.
a year with like only these, you can't compete anymore. You are not competing with them anymore. You are trying to do your own thing, and so you're not competing with them
again,
anymore.
maybe doing their own thing is what they need to do.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
kind of where we're at right
but,
now. We're
But
like,
the thing
let's
is,
see it.
the model is they want to be able to compete with Marvel and also and Marvel wants to have DC to compete with too. So,
No, Marvel is like announcing a ton of movies all
yeah,
at once. So they
Kevin
can't.
Feige says that he wants DC to succeed so he can compete with them. But he can't compete with them if they don't have the same level of stuff with them. If you don't have a streaming platform that has shows for people to just watch, but you have to and for movies people to watch that are like smaller movies and bigger movies, then you're not competing with them anymore.
They need. So they have
Leslie
a
Gray
Batman
just
movie.
deleted the Batgirl costume off her Instagram. Oh man, I feel bad for her.
That's sad.
That does suck.
That's fucked up, man.
We just need a
Damn.
Superman movie.
And Firelord
That
Azula.
is
The only reason why I say that is because that's the only rationale I've seen
Yeah.
for
Well,
why they canceled it.
The Hollywood Reporter said that. Collider Frosty said that. Mikey and Silif said that. Supposedly the test screens did not go over very well.
Yeah, that's all.
Damn, bro, I feel bad for Liz. She just deleted it. Damn, that's wow.
No, it's still there. I still see it.
Oh, still there? So who the fuck
Yeah.
just said that she deleted? Okay, fuck you, Twitter.
That's why you check it yourself, man. You gotta check it yourself.
Yeah, she still has like a bunch of posts about that girl on her page.
I'm begging you, please chill out.
That's another thing. Also, I'm just like, what the heck's going on? Because I'm really worried now.
Well,
again, I think we're in for either the Snyderverse returning or a reboot. That's one or the other.
Well, they have a Batman movie that did well. All they need now is to introduce a Superman movie.
You see
and
what
Wonder
Viewer
Woman
Nolan is saying,
movie.
OJ? About the Batgirl movie? He just
It was in final stages of post production. Like it was just about to be like on a final cut.
Just release. I want to see it. Just release it on unfinished visual effects. I just want to see how it looks. Yeah. So Michael Keaton was wearing a party costume. No wonder why.
Can you
that
bring
shit
up
looks
the
terrible.
Can you bring up the deadline article? We'll read that real quick, and then we'll end the stream. Well, viewer Anon just tweeted Okay, well, no point holding info anymore since it's already up. Michael Keaton only had 5 scenes in Batgirl. He didn't train Barbara. She just dressed up as Batman for a Halloween party, stops and terrorists, and tweet the costume to be a superhero.
What?
How was Firefly in the movie? Everyone liked him. Fraser consistently pointed to you as the highlight by all my sources. Michael Keaton meets Barbara twice in the costume, first in the street telling her not to do this, then in one of those big Tim Burton towers where he helps her with something she needs. The last scene of the movie was them teaming up and diving off a gargoyle to fly around Gotham.
Wow. Yo. Well, damn. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so scroll down. Let's see. Take a look at this and then we'll end the stream. Batgirl, or Warner Brothers shells Batgirl. Even though Batgirl is in the final stages of post-production, Deadline has confirmed that Warner Brothers and DC Films will not be releasing the movie on any platform, including theatrically. This falls in line with the mandate put down by the new WB regime to cut back on the feature films premiering on the streamer and deciding what films will be released theatrically and which ones will be shelved. And closest clerks to projects they were came down this week that the film did not make the cut. Warner Brothers had no comment.
Ow! God damn you, cat!
The cat's pissed.
Well, I mean, Alan Horn and Aslef is not playing. Damn. They're like, yeah. There's their comments on it. There's 6 comments. What they say? I just felt terrible for this. It just disappeared like that. Which way was absolutely. I feel it's bad for
Hamad is definitely gone.
He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, bye.
Hamad is gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
Seems like a lot of wasted money.
Well, I think he's gonna go back to New Line Cinema. I think he's going back to New Line.
Because Hamada would not let this happen if he was still in charge. So
yeah, he's gone. Yeah. Rest in peace to that guy's career.
In a way, isn't this karma for how they treated Zack Snyder?
Not really.
It's different people taking over. It's
different people taking over.
So,
it's not the same.
Leslie Grace wasn't responsible for anything that happened to Zack.
She wasn't.
She was an actress trying to do her job.
Well, I guess the directors are not busy, so we could get Miss Marvel season 2.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. We're definitely gonna be talking about this more tonight for sure. It's been one of the craziest days ever. So.
Oh, and check out Eno's stream later. He says he's gonna stream, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna go live right now. I'll go pop on there for a little bit before I go eat some dinner. But yeah, guys, this is crazy. This is insane.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't driven because of the quality of the film.
Because of cost issues.
It's the
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense though. They already spent.
But it was not blockbuster scale. So yeah, it wasn't for theaters. It was made for streaming.
So what? You see, this is why. And then Blue Beetle's next because it was for HBO.
Yeah.
So
Blue Beetle. Guys, let us know down in the comments what you make of all this. We'll cover it more later tonight, and make sure you check out Enos's stream. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.